I've been spending a crazy amount of time putting together a sketching kit, reorganizing it, looking at new pencil cases, and maybe it would have been better to be drawing instead, but I arrived at something that I absolutely love and I'm very, very excited to share with you today. If it's your first time here, my name is Julie. I am an online art student. I also give a class about sketchbooking and travel journaling, and today I'm going to share with you what is in my beloved everyday sketching kit. My sketching kit has to be pretty simple and it has to fit in my everyday handbag very easily without adding a lot of weight, a lot of bulk, I just don't want it to get in the way in order to keep it every day with me. So this is the pencil case that I love with all my heart. I got it from a German brand that I won't be able to pronounce very well, but it's called Sonnenleder, and you can see their logo here. And yeah, I just got it from the brand's website. I discovered that German standard pencil cases are a lot better than what I had at school growing up. And yeah, I'm sure they're like this in different countries as well, but I love this one. You will be able to see it in a minute, but everything stays in place in there. It is very organized, yet very elegant. I love the way it looks. It is leather, it feels amazing. Beautiful, beautiful craftsmanship in there. And yeah, very compact. And it has everything I need, all of my favorite tools, perfectly organized in my handbag. So here's what we have inside. It is very organized. As I said, I like, these are precious to me. I love these tools. And I want them to be both easily accessible for me, so I don't want to have too many pockets, to have to open up too many things, like it is the case with different pencil case options, like a pencil roll or the ones that have a few flaps I don't like. I tried them. I tried many different pouches, many different options. This is better. If you want to see a few different options, I've been putting together a free sketching kit guide that you can receive if you subscribe to my newsletter, and in there I show you my favorite tools, but also a few different options for different needs and different price points. And yeah, the link will be in the description below if you're interested. So let's go from left to right. I have a tiny bit of an eraser. It is a Faber-Castell dust-free eraser. Tombow is also making one. I don't like the Tombow one. I don't like its texture. I prefer the Faber-Castell one. And it's not completely dust-free, but the idea is that the dust kind of collects. This pencil sharpener here is very snug. I really struggled to put it here, but I prefer to have a standard pencil sharpener in there rather than... At some point I had a box opener, a knife, very thin, very sleek. Again, it was a very nice tool that I had been looking for it to fit in this case and to look nice, because I like my things to look nice and feel nice. But I prefer on the go to have a standard kind of pencil sharpener. This one is a long point pencil sharpener made by Coom, and it is the same that you can find under the brand Black Wing. It isn't sold like this. This is just the inside part of the sharpener, and it comes with a shell, something in plastic outside, so that it has a reservoir that you would use. But I removed it because it didn't fit in this case, and with great effort I managed to have this one fitting in there, which I am so ridiculously happy about. I have this, I don't remember the brand on the top of my head, but this is just a container where I keep some lead and an extra refill for my ballpoint pen. So this is just refills for what I have here. I have a 2mm lead, and I also have 0.5mm and my ink for my ballpoint. And yeah, that's kind of a just-in-case item. I don't think I'm ever gonna have to, or not before a long time, have to refill this when I'm out, but it makes me feel good to know that it's here. This is a Neo Caran d'Ache Neocolor 1 pastel. This is a crayon that is kind of very thinly sharpened here. It serves a few purposes. This is my white. If I'm working on toned paper, I can make white marks with this. It's just stronger than using a white pencil. It is a Neocolor 2, so this one isn't water soluble, and the point of this is that I can also use it because it is, I don't know if it's oil or wax based, but its base repels water, so I can use it on white paper to make sure that water, and therefore my watercolor or my soluble watercolor pencil, won't be able to affect an area. So this is why I have it here. This is a Tombow Mono Zero Eraser mechanical thing. It gives me a very thin eraser and it's great. I use it all the time. I have 2 of these because I have one at home as well, and I just can't be without it. I'm always reaching for this. This beautiful, amazing little ruler here is a Midori. It's made by Midori, the brand, made in Japan, and it is 15 centimeters here, which allows it to fit in my pencil case, but it is also 30 centimeters. It unfolds. Amazing, I love it so much. What is this? Just a graduation, an extra graduation in here. Anyway, and I haven't done this yet, but I know it's an option and it could be a great one. I can measure angles. There is a kind of a protractor thing here that works with your ruler, and it would also be an excellent tool outside to sight angles. So it is I could, just hold it like this, sight an angle, adjust, put on my paper. It is a great many tools in one, which I'm all about it, because if you've seen a few sketching kits video on YouTube, which I have, I watched way too many of them, they have more stuff than I do. I keep this very simple. This pencil case, the brand, they have larger ones with more space, more slots. I kept it very simple because the idea for me is, one, I prefer drawing over painting, so I don't necessarily need to have my painting with me at all times, but I'm going to show you my painting kit after. And 2, yeah, I just want something lightweight, simple. This is a great multi-tools. This is by Rotring 600 3-in-1. It is a ballpoint pen and a mechanical pencil all in one. It has, let me show you the lead. So how you use it is that you turn this to make the thing come out, and it has this is a black ballpoint, this is a red ballpoint, you can see that it's red here, and this is a mechanical pencil. I keep 0.5 millimeter lead. It has to be 0.5 because it is the size of this. This is 4B lead, so I could make a drawing just in graphite using this, and it makes a mark that is dark enough for me to feel like a complete drawing. Amazing. If I had to take just one thing with me, that would be paper and this. This is a Kaweco Sport, a very well-known fountain pen, a pocket fountain pen, so it is very small. I have a clip in there that I don't really use in this pencil case, but I still have it, it looks nice. This is the Nostalgia clip, and it is very tiny because you put it like this, and you have, like this, your fountain pen. My nib is an extra fine, and the ink that I use is Deatramantis Red Grey. That is my favorite colored ink. It is water resistant, and I don't necessarily use this to draw, but I have it in here because it is also my writing ink, and if I want to write something, this is what I'm going to use. These are some business cards. One of them, I just have 3 of them, just in case someone finds me drawing outside and I want to give them a business card. Important to have here. And one of them has my phone number in there, so that if someone finds my beloved, precious sketching kit, they would be able to call me. These are Lumidance by Carondage. It is a Swiss brand. These are color pencil. I don't remember if they are wax-based or oil-based, and I sometimes use, it is my favorite drawing medium, using a color pencil rather than graphite. I just love this. And yeah, I love these, and I also love Faber-Castell's Polychromos. So it could be one or the other. I just happen to have Caran d'Ache at the moment. I have 3 different colors for this. This one is Carmine Lake. That is a reddish brown, my favorite kind of color, same color that I have for my ink in this pen. This one is Sepia, 407. Carmine Lake was 575. This is a more neutral brown here. And I like to have a green because I like to draw plants and I like to draw them in green. So this is a very dark green as well. And it is dark phthalocyanin green, I guess you would pronounce it. 719. These are not water soluble. I have a couple water soluble ones as well in the exact same colors, 2 of the colors that I have here. So I have the same green. This is again Caran d'Ache. This is the Museum Aquarelle range, and these are incredible. For this, I enjoy the Polychromos almost just as much. They're different, but I love both. For these, for the water-soluble pencils, the Caran d'Ache are very much... yeah, there is a clear difference. They are clearly better. When you add water to them, they just melt like I have not seen any other watercolor pencil melting. They're incredible. That's why I only have Caran d'Ache here, because I can have the matching pencils in non-water soluble and in water soluble versions and use them together in the same drawing. So I could make some lines that I don't want to be erased and to be, to be diluted in the water, and also make some lines that I want to be able to dilute and create value with and have it perfectly matching because they have matching ranges. You've probably seen this, it is a very classic tool to have. I don't like plastic, I don't like the feeling of it. It's not even an environmental problem, I just don't find this enjoyable to have in my hand. But in some cases, plastic is the best option for the tool, and the water brush is one of these instances for me. So I have a water brush in there. I don't paint much outside, but I think a water-soluble pencil and a water brush make for an amazing sketching kit, because you have the portability, the precision, the control of the pencil, and you're also able, thanks to the water and it being water soluble, to put down a value and to manage your edges very quickly, very efficiently. So this could be used with watercolor, with my little watercolor kit that I'm about to show you just after this, and this could also be used, and that's mostly how I use it, in combination with these two. Just water in there. This is I believe it is the largest one of the Pentel Aquash water brushes. I prefer the largest one. It comes to a fairly fine point and it gives me just more options. And finally, this is Kohinoor Versatile. The line is called Toison d'Or in French. And yeah, it is just a 2mm mechanical pencil. This one is amongst the less expensive ones that we have available here in France. It was, I believe, something like €6 for the clutch, and it is metal, so no plastic there, it is a metal clutch. The quality of it is good enough. It does the job very well. I don't have to complain about it, but I can feel that it could be built slightly better. So anyway, this kind of unscrews, and there is no point unscrewing it, so I'm going to leave it here. But this thing here, and this is very important information, if you have one of these, maybe you don't know, these 2mm lead holders, they often come with a sharpener inside. So let me just put the lead outside to show you. This thing here, it unscrews and it doesn't have an eraser in there. It has this. Okay? This is a sharpener. You put your lead in there and you rotate, and I'm not going to do it now because it would make a lot of graphite dust and I don't want to mess up my pencil case. But you rotate this and this is your sharpener, and that's great. I love this tool. I have probably fairly dark lead in there, let me see. The lead is from the same brand and it's okay. No, it's actually an HB, this one. So I have HB there and darker lead in this one. Some tools can change. For the most part, that's what I have. My real essential, this wouldn't change. This would stay with me at all times. Same with the eraser, same with this beautiful little ruler that I love. Yeah, and having this water brush is very convenient with my extra painting add-on. This is my painting addition. If I want to paint, I would just bring this on top of the rest. This is the most compact version of a painting kit that I was able to come up with, and I prefer to have it separate from this sketching kit because I prefer to draw most of the time and I don't want to carry unnecessary weight, so I prefer to have these separated. This is with me at all times, and if I want some painting options, this is what I would take. The pencil case is from a French brand called Paul Marius, and I don't recommend you their bags, they're not the best, but the pencil cases are good. Good price point, good quality, it's decent, it's okay. It's a good pencil case. I've had this one for years and it's very simple. It was something like 15 euros, I believe. It's leather again. Yeah, just 2 buttons and that's it. This is my water container. It has a clip, so I can clip it to my sketchbook or my board or my page. I would have my dirty rinsing water in this one on the left and my clean water on the right, as I do at home. This is the palette that I decided to use for this kit. If you watch my channel, you may have seen me talking about the art toolkit palettes. I love them. For this one was more convenient. So this is a Sennelier set, and yeah, I got it with paint inside, with pans. Some of them I have and others I changed, so the colors are not the same and I made a few modifications to this. That's why I prefer to have this kit over the art toolkit palette. It gives me more mixing space. Inside the palette here I have, this is just water and this is glass, so no plastic. Actually, having plastic wouldn't hurt too much because it doesn't break. But I didn't pay attention when I ordered it and it happens to be glass. Here I have this flap thing that I don't like to mix color in, so instead what I have is that I stuck, it's not permanently glued in there, but I used some small sticky dot things that I have, so it's not permanent. But this is a Swedish paper towel replacement. It is sold as something, you know, environment friendly for your chores at home, for cleaning up stuff. And it is very absorbent, so that's great, and that's what I use to be able to rub my brush before dipping it in water so that I can keep my water as clean as possible for as long as possible. I have a selection of colors that on the top of my head I won't be able to tell you what they are, but in this is a bit of craft paper that I folded to keep the inside of this pouch organized. I have again some business cards, same as for the other pouch, the other pencil case. Yeah, for people to be able to find me, and these are all of the information about my colors if you want to take a look now. And yeah, so I have this here. And I also have, this is a small piece of plastic again. For this you could reuse an old card, like an old credit card or whatever. And I have masking tape rolled over, and this allows me to keep just a little bit of masking tape with me I rarely want to use this outside, but I just have it and it's extremely lightweight. It doesn't add too much weight to the kit and it doesn't add any volume either. So I keep it here. Let me fold this again. Just a piece of craft paper to keep it all nice and clean. These are travel brushes by Raphael and they're sold in a set of 3 or you can buy them individually. These are the soft aqua line. I don't know the number of the brush, unfortunately. They don't give any marking on the outside of these brushes. Let me be careful to put this back on. And that's not ideal. Really, I would prefer to have something, but they don't. And I have this one as well. This can change. I have a few travel brushes at home. This selection of brushes is subject to change, but this is, for now, what I have by default. And under there, I have another piece of this Swedish paper towel thing that's made of cellulose. I don't remember which plant exactly. This also serves the purpose of preventing it from making too much noise. So this is my extra little painting kit. That is my most compact painting kit of all of the kits that I've put together. And it is just in a drawer in my studio and very easy to grab and take outside if I want to paint, but most of the time I don't, and I just keep this case with me at all times. My preference isn't to have a sketchbook, but rather I use loose sheets of paper and a clipboard, and if you're curious about this, I made an entire video about why I don't use a sketchbook and what I use instead. I will leave a link to it right now if you want to check it out. Thank you so much for watching this one. I hope you had a great time. Stay creative, keep drawing, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!